EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's May. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
A big play there on a catch and run. 46 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they go play action with May. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Here we go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8. You look at this defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, then they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. 158. Go.
They snap it to Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Play action. May. Looking left sideline is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 40 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, you gave him the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go. Right.
Running right, here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out and they hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here we go, son. 551, 551, 12 go. Mayday, 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 mayday.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Keep it rolling, man. Crazy, crazy.
On play action, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense, you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now it's Fields. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week. You talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. To the air again, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Going for the deep ball. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
2nd down and a little more than a yard
it's
here.
a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go play action now. May. He finds his man, complete. That's Day. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, May. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
It's a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, son. Come on, son. Right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-up in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
319, go.
Fields. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a return will stop right around the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're good. Watch out. Angel.
Here's May. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Richard E. Yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 6 the racks on the camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a brick.
30. Here goes up. My man. Hit it.
Manning, he hits him in stride. Touchdown. 2-yard touchdown ground. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dragons 21, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
Fields is intercepted for a third time. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. He finds his man. Complete. It's Day. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And that's going to be incomplete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. With a second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing, so that every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, May with it. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
35, Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. May looking to run. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the gun, it's May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And it is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
And they go play action with May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a receiving touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Alpha. Here we go, Snap. 331. Set.
Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go,
They'll look to throw now on first down. May looking to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Tokyo first down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's down. Touchdown! Great effort there. 31 yards. And the Dragons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here we go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That gets to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11. Sit high.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And Walker once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Tillman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's piled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Green 19,
Trying the left side with Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Green 19,
In motion goes the tight end.
On 4th down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First down.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Here we go. Go.
Running left is Walker.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hey, 10, 10. Hey.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
And he will take it all in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray
From 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
17.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those
and a diving catch here. Did he hang on? Yes, he got it.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I'll tell you, that is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And going right back to Walker. They'll get this down to the 38. Here's 2nd and 7.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Go.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now it's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's McLeod. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3/4 of the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, Chiefs.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Tillman. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got the yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tillman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw is Fields. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with May.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Dragons continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Third down and 1.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Sit high.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tillman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go, son. Green 19, can I see that?
Fields. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up the first down. Give them credit for that one.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Tillman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
From left side, he's got Tillman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
3-19,
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Day. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On play action, May.
Oh, it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said...
And now here's another interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
To the air, May.
He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
To throw, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with May.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. That's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson in trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Tokyo,
they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.